This is the plaintiff, Jill Knapp. She says she hired the defendant, an exterminator, to get rid of the mouse problem she was having, and he almost killed her cat in the process. The vet told her the cat was within 2 hours of dying when she brought it in after eating some of the poison the plaintiff carelessly distributed throughout her premises. She's suing for $5,000, the amount she spent in vet bills. This is the defendant, Juan Garces. He says he used a chemical that cats do not eat. Only mice eat it, and then they die. He thinks it was her cat who ate the mouse that ate the poison, and it was the mouse that ate the poison that got the cat sick. Whew. Anyway, he's sorry the cat got ill, but he did his job properly and by the book and doesn't owe the plaintiff a penny. He's accused of almost nipping a cat in the bud.
Litigants have been sworn.
Thank you, Douglas. Jill Knapp?
Yes.
You are suing Juan Garces and G-Man Exterminating and Pest Control. That's your company, right?
Yes, ma'am.
For $5,000, your vet bills actually exceed that slightly because according to you, pesticide that he put down made your cat extremely sick to the tune of over $5,000.
That is correct.
What happened?
Well, we had a previous contract with him for termites on the house, so quarterly he would come and maintain, and he told me if I had any other pest problems within that time, I could call him, whether it be bugs or whatever. So my cat brought me a mouse one morning, dropped it on my pillow.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. I freaked out and called.
The cat's like, what? Right? Because that is an act of love for a cat to bring you a dead mouse
It is.
or a
It's
rat.
a gift. That's what I hear.
It's a gift.
Okay.
It's a token of appreciation.
Yes, a very expensive gift.
Yeah.
So I ended up, I called John immediately, and he said, no problem, I'll take care of it, leave the doors open. You know, he had
What do you mean
come
leave
in
the doors
before.
open?
He had to come in to do whatever
mean
treatment
unlocked?
he was, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes. He came in supposedly, and the next day, you know, everything, he called me, it's all done, and, you know, that was it. So for almost a month, nothing, you know.
Did he know you had a cat?
I told him my cat brought me a mouse, and to please not let my cats out when you come in. They are indoor cats. My cats are not outdoor cats.
Never out?
Ever.
Okay.
Okay. So almost a month goes by, and, you know, no problems with my cat.
No sign of any more mice?
Absolutely none, no.
Okay.
And one day, my cat just started acting sick, but he was a kitten. He was like 9 months old. I thought maybe he had a cold or something. So I told my daughters, well, wait till tomorrow. Well, by tomorrow, it was, I mean, literally, the cat was lethargic, limp,
How old
couldn't
are your
even
daughters?
lift him. My daughters at the time were 18 and 15.
Okay.
So
So you brought the cat to the vet.
actually, I had my 19-year-old or 18-year-old at the time bring the cat because I had to work. And they weren't sure what was wrong with him at that time. They did blood work, and they sent him home with an antibiotic. So by the time I got home from work, the cat was 10 times worse, couldn't even. When I ended up bringing him to critical care, they said he had less than 2 to 3 hours to live.
Oh, my goodness. And what did it turn out to be?
It turned out to be brodifacoum, which is the most active ingredient in the pesticide that he left in the room that he claimed. I put it there because I thought your cats don't go there. But it's a room clearly that was riddled with cat food, cat litter, and everything else.
Where did he put it in the room?
It was back in the corners. I found the bags. They're little bags that say federal law prohibits dispensing these bags in a home with
May I see
children.
the bag? Did you grab one of the bags?
I have bags. I have pictures.
Can I see the bag?
Absolutely. And I brought you gloves so you don't have to touch the bags.
You know what?
Wasn't
I
that nice
equipped
of
with my
me?
own, but that's very sweet of you.
Yeah, I know. I really. And wait, are you taking these?
Yeah, he is.
You're
Hold on.
Don
First
or
he's giving me
Doug?
my
What's his
gloves.
name?
His name's Douglas. Don't you
Douglas.
watch?
All right. Oh, she got her own gloves. Mine are blue. All right, there's my kitties.
Is this,
There's
if
the
I-
bags that
Tell
I
me about
found.
these bags I'm about to touch. Is it
Okay,
a bad
well-
idea with latex or?
No, you can touch the bags any way you like. They're fine when they're close package.
Right.
They're meant so you can put them in hitting areas, voids, holes, places like that, so a cat or a child does not get to them.
What's the regulate? Okay, the company that manufactures this gives certain regulations about how it's supposed to be placed, right?
Yes,
And what is it they say? Exactly that. But do not put it in an area accessible to pets or children.
that's correct.
Okay. Okay, these bags are all, someone's been eating it, which I
Correct.
would presume, if it's according to plan, were the mice or the rats. Is the same thing, it takes care of either?
Yes, they can go both ways. They can kill mice and rats. Okay. Now, the progression is you put them into a hole, a void. A mouse will find them. They'll chew them. They usually make a small hole, but sometimes they can actually chew the whole bag and use it as a nesting area too.
Right.
They often eat the poison. They also urinate in the same areas they eat, and they defecate in the same areas. What
Right.
that does is leaves a pheromone behind. Other mice can find the same stuff, so they'll come and find the food. Animals can also find them if they've been dragged out.
What do you mean if they've been dragged out?
An animal, a small cat, okay, or a cat, when finds an odor of a mouse, will sit there, wait for the mouse to come out most of the time. Sometimes the cat will figure out, hey, there's a way to get in here. They'll go into a hole and start pulling things out. Okay. We believe that's what happened with this particular.
But what I don't understand is, won't that happen anywhere where someone owns a cat?
Okay, it could. But prior to us putting those bags in, the basement, at the time Mrs. Knapp moved in, it was a closed section.
What does that mean?
It was a layout. Picture a rectangle.
Okay.
And then you altered that rectangle by opening a wall. And now you have more access to that basement.
From where?
From her living area.
Because then it's not a basement, then it's next to her living area.
Well, yes, it became part of her living area. Okay.
Okay, so the basement isn't really, you had some living area, then you had a closed basement. In other words, there was a partition in your basement.
Correct.
Part of it was living space, and part of it was not
That is-
living space.
that is
just,
correct.
space for storage or whatever else.
Right.
And
Correct.
what he's saying is that you took out that center wall. When did you take out that center wall?
Long before I called him to treat for the
Okay.
for the problem.
Okay, and did you personally go out and treat the problem, or did you send somebody?
It was me, I did it partially, but prior to that,
Okay, so how is it that you're saying then that she brought down a wall after you treated?
all right, we have a contract with her husband, her prior husband, for the same house prior to her moving in. We did work prior to her moving in for also rodent control.
Okay, but that doesn't answer what I'm asking. Apparently, you got a divorce. You moved into the house as part of the divorce.
Yes.
I understand that.
Okay.
But you're telling me, it sounds like what you're saying is, Judge, I went there in April, then she took down a wall, then this happened in May. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, the
Okay,
poison.
and she's saying that is not true, that the construction took place beforehand.
September 2010, the wall was taken down. I moved in October 2010. I got the phone call to him in April 2011.
Okay.
What kind of pesticide did you put down? Did you put down these bags in April?
We put them down back in 2009,
The
November.
bags. And according to you, what you put down in April was something different.
Yes, we put baiting a baiting system.
Okay, now tell me about the baiting system.
Baiting system is a closed box. It's a closed container, okay? Let me just regress a little bit. Prior to doing this, we had put drop bags. When the basement was closed, there was no access to the back of the room where cats are now going or living in. So we did it because there was no danger whatsoever. There was a wall. There was no way the cats
You're
can come
talking about in
across.
2009?
Yes.
Okay.
Then we put these, when Mrs. Knapp called us to take care of the rodent control, we put these.
Why?
Because these are closed containers, and she has a cat.
So according to you, you use these, okay?
Correct.
And I guess the disagreement might be that these were still around? Where did you find this bag, according to you?
They were in where that picture is, where all the cat food and stuff. There's also a crawl space. They were in the corners. They weren't hidden in any way, shape, or form. I sent my 14-year-old daughter up there to clean, and these are the bags we pulled out.
So you sent your 14-year-old daughter to clean the basement?
Well, we were there. I couldn't get up there. I'm actually, I have hip issues, so I couldn't. She had to climb up, and she went up, and
Up where?
you had to climb up. If you see the little wall where the food is,
Like a ledge or something?
yeah, there's a ledge, and there's a whole nother level, which is kind of like
there used to be a
crawl
wall,
space.
though, that separated this, right?
No, there was
I
another
thought that's
wall.
what you took down.
No, a different outside of there was another room.
Okay, this clearly is not living space. I
Right.
see a hot water tank. I see a bunch of, this is
Right.
clearly not living space.
Correct.
Okay, the cats are in there, why? That's where you do what with them?
Well, that's where all their food and stuff. It was warm in there. You had there was never a problem. That's where
You
they
weren't worried
lived
they
for
get
about.
scalded by one of these pipes?
No, they loved it in there.
Now, you took your cat to the vet, and by the time you had to take your cat to critical care.
Yes.
And they told you that the cat had been poisoned.
Well, it took about 6 days we went on the assumption that that was it with all the, what the blood work and the anemia results
Right, because that works in a very specific way.
Right,
It ends up
right.
blocking their ability to,
whatever.
to what?
Yes.
To what?
Coagulate.
The cats. So
Yeah.
the cat could be bleeding internally and you just
Yes.
don't even know it.
Yes.
So what did they do to stabilize her?
2 blood transfusions, platelet replacements, 5 days
How many
of
cats do
critical
you have?
care. I have 2. They're brothers. They're in that
And
picture.
only one of them was affected, right?
Yes, and
Which
the one that he claims may
Which
have
one was affected?
the gray cute one.
Well, the black one's cute too.
I know, but the gray one's my baby now.
And your theory is that a mouse ate the poison and that the cat ate the mouse.
That's the most conclusive way, most direct way. Cats, according to a lot of veterinarians that we have spoke to, they are so finicky even about their own food, they wouldn't go near a bag of.
Just pure rodent poisoning.
It's very highly that that the cat's going to eat a bag that's got this stuff in it.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So, if the cat ate the mouse that ate the poison, is the exterminator responsible?
I don't think the exterminator is responsible because the exterminator left the poison for the mouse, and then the cat ended up eating the mouse. So I don't think.
So there's nothing the exterminator did wrong then?
No, not at all. It's just nature, honestly. Cat ate the mouse, and mouse just happened.
It's nature. I like that. You get the final word.
Yeah, I think I agree, but I'm not completely clear on the question yet. So the cat.
Little cat.
Yeah.
Eats a mouse.
It's a mouse.
Eats what ate the poison.
Right.
Is the exterminator responsible for the cat?
No, the cat did what he had to do.
The cat did what he had to do, going inside the courtroom.
How's a cat?
He's beautiful.
Right?
Yes.
Thank God. How's the mouse problem?
Actually, I found a mouse just yesterday. Literally.
I know. This is like a catch-22, right? Because what are you going to do? You keep the cat around for the mice.
Right.
But then...
And again, if I hadn't been on my own and first time living on my own and to wake up with one in your face, I wouldn't even have called him. But, and I really just expected
that's the
him.
reason I'm still married.
All right, well,
The recycle... God, heaven help me, I'm not saying...
I know.
I'm kidding. But there's just certain things that I just do not... I'm not touching.
I hear
and
you.
this is one of them. This and roaches. And I'm from Florida. We have roaches.
Yeah,
you
have
guys do not have
bugs.
roaches. You do not know what a roach is. We saddle up our roaches.
I know.
Okay?
I've seen
I understand. I understand the whole thing freaked you out. I understand. I don't know what you would have done differently.
Right.
You did everything right. You're fending for yourself. You're doing a great job. You put the bait out, according to you, which you cannot really disprove, okay? You put the bags out at a time before remodeling. You confessed there was remodeling. You put the contained ones at a time when the remodeling had already been done so that cats and children cannot get to it. You have no way to disprove what he just said. You also have no way to prove how the cat got poisoned. And if the how is that the cat got to a mouse that had just had a feast, I know that a cat can get poisoned that way. If that's the case, what did he do wrong?
If it was the mouse he's claiming the cat dropped on my pillow, it would have been...
No, that's not what he's claiming.
Oh, okay.
He's absolutely
Then I have
not claiming that.
I have...
He's claiming that the cat could have eaten a mouse that afterwards.
All right, well, I didn't know if it was something he'd do outside where he puts all the termite stuff, like around the foundation of my house.
But the mice weren't out around the foundation. The mice
Well,
were
they gotta
inside.
come in
You knew,
somewhere.
I mean, you didn't. Why'd you leave the door unlocked if you didn't know he was going to come in? Come on.
Because I trusted him.
Well, you
Whatever.
trusted him to what? Rifle through your personal belongings?
I
If
guess.
he's going outside, you wouldn't have, and you thought that he was only going to do it outside. That's not truthful, because if you thought he was going to be outside, you wouldn't have left your door unlocked. You knew the man had to come inside, and the mouse problem was inside. Ms. Knapp, I feel bad for your situation, but based on what I have heard, I am not going to order him to pay you $5,000. Verdict for the defendant.
Thank you.
Well, the plaintiff sued for $5,000 in the court and came out with nothing.
Zero.
Yeah. So, what's your reaction to how the verdict comes down?
I'm not very happy.
All right, you don't have any remuneration, monetary, but at least you have a healthy cat still.
I
Right?
do.
Is that worth it? The cat worth $5,000?
Actually, I posted on Facebook yesterday. I'd pay $10,000 to keep my cat alive, so
All right, okay.
I guess I'm fine.
All right. Okay.
All right?
All right, good luck to you. Yuck, with the mice. All right, so come on in here, sir. Tell me, What was on the line here? Money? Your reputation? What?
Yeah, reputation, money.
If you knew there was a cat there, would you have used that? Why didn't you use the old-fashioned snap traps?
Okay, because at the time when Mrs. Snap actually claimed that we did this, it was actually, we did this prior when there was no construction in the basement. Now there was construction.
If you knew there was a cat, would you have used the old-fashioned?
We perhaps would have done things a little bit different.
Harvey?
You know, the fact is there is a danger when you exterminate and your animals are running around. It is a good idea to talk about boarding your animals during the extermination process. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.